This is the Better Utah Institute's quick guide to understanding the Utah State Legislature's website. This has everything you need for the session if you know where to look. In this video, we'll be walking through the basics of the webpage, and in 2 follow-up videos, we'll be taking a deeper dive into how to read bills and to understanding the floor reading calendar. To start, head to le.utah.gov. If there's a topic you want to search, you can enter it in the search bar in the middle of the page. Otherwise, to find out more information about lawmakers, you can head up to the Legislators tab. You can find out who represents you by entering your address here. You can also see the complete roster of members of the House or Senate, including their contact information and links to their individual pages. You can also find a seating chart, which will give you a better idea of who's sitting where if you're watching along with floor time. Under the Bills tab, you can see all the bills that are being considered in this session or that have been considered in the past. For example, if we look at the 2020 general session, we can drop down to see the full list of bills, including the bill number, the bill name, the sponsor, and the text. For more information on reading bills, be sure to check out our second video. In the next tab over, we're able to look at the Utah Code, or the law as it currently is, along with the Utah Constitution. You can also look at committees to see membership or what kind of legislation has been considered. If we go back to the homepage, we can also look at the calendar, and this is the easiest way to keep track of what's going on during the legislative session. So, for example, when you see a committee meeting, you can click on this little icon to bring up the agenda. You can also click on the committee meeting itself, which will give you links to the agenda, any additional materials, and links to any audio recordings of committees. All committee meetings have audio which is both streamed live and recorded after the fact that you can go back and listen to anytime. If you're interested in seeing video as well as audio, that can only be accessed by watching the meeting as it happens. Additionally, the calendar can show you significant session dates or deadlines for the legislative session. And it can also show you a PDF of the weekly schedule, and this includes caucus lunch times in addition to committee meetings, which you can see on the main calendar. If you go back to the homepage and click on Resources, it contains a lot of helpful links that change throughout the year to reflect what's going on. And normally during the legislative session, there will be a link in here for how to access the reading calendar for floor time for the House and Senate. In this quick link section, you can see instructions for how to participate in a virtual committee meeting. This is the place to go if you want to comment or participate in a committee meeting, or if you just want to attend and you want to see video. Remember, audio for committee meetings is always available on the website, but video is only available if you're in the meeting and you're watching it live. When you join a virtual committee meeting, your video will be off and your microphone will be muted. However, you won't be able to mute the audio from within that meeting. If you want to get rid of that sound, you'll have to leave the meeting completely and then rejoin. If for whatever reason you do want to visit the Capitol in person, you can see the committee room maps here, which will show you where to go within the Capitol complex. And those are the basics. For more info on how to navigate the legislative session virtually, be sure to check out our 2 other videos on how to read a bill and the floor and Senate reading calendars.